Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys top 5 sports cards that are absolutely on fire. Now, as you guys know, when the NBA was kind of in that period of time where they did not know whether they were going to restart and continue the season or just call it quits and, obviously cancel the season, there was definitely some time where cards were dipping in price. I saw in the market cards selling for a lot cheaper than they were before, but as soon as the NBA, announced that they will be continuing the season, obviously prices did go back up, which is definitely good to see. So there are 5 sports cards that I really think have gone done some big numbers. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my Sports Card Invest membership program where I basically show you guys every single week cards that I believe will go up, some cards I believe will go down, and then 3 long-term underground NBA investments. So definitely we've been making a lot of money in these past few weeks. Cards have just, obviously the card market as a whole hasn't been that on fire, but in terms of my picks and our Sports Card Invest membership program, we've been doing the same huge numbers, around 60% every single week. We've just been making some incredible profits. So if you guys would like to join in, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. On both the yearly membership programs, you will be able to use code YouTube for 10% off at checkout. You can message me with any questions on my Instagram at sportscardinvest, but definitely so much money to be made. Even though, the market as a whole has already gone up so much, we've just been finding cards that are super undervalued and they eventually go up, and we've been making a killing. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first card that we have on fire for this week is Paul George's 2012 Prism. So Paul George's Prism in the beginning of August was super hot because everyone was super excited, obviously, for his return, and they were sitting at around $100, which was quite crazy. Everyone was really excited about the Clippers. And then, as you guys know, he had a big slump. He was not playing well. At one point, you could buy these for $25. I remember seeing these on Facebook groups for around $30 for about a week, which is quite crazy. And I told all my members in my weekly report last week that they were a great buy because a superstar is bound to break out and play well. Paul George is not going to stay in a slump for 3 months, I don't think. And obviously, he did exactly that. And his prices went back up to $80. So a little bit of a roller coaster ride. We were able to make so much money off that roller coaster ride. A lot of my members bought this same card for $20 last week, and right now they're selling for around $80. So definitely a big increase in price, and yeah, definitely a first card on here on fire. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into our next guy. Same set, Russell Westbrook. If you guys do not know, Russell Westbrook is making his return tomorrow. And as you guys know, he had been out for a few weeks, and people were really forgetting about him. Around a week ago, you could get this card for $20. And currently, most recently, they're around $60. So a big increase in Russell Westbrook's 2012 Prism. Definitely, his return from his quad injury is a big part of that. But yeah, Westbrook definitely, I felt, was undervalued at $20, and obviously, we'll see what the Rockets do, but this card has some room to go up if he has another good game or so. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next guy, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry's cards were dirt cheap, literally for the longest time. Okay, so around July, one sold for $15 only, and in the beginning of August, around $50. Now, most recently, I saw one sell on Facebook for $150 yesterday. So, obviously, it's hard to tell from eBay sales because there's so few eBay sales of Kyle Lowry. But Kyle Lowry's cards have been on a rise, let me tell you guys. As you guys can see, maybe his tops might have a little bit more comps available. Doesn't look like it actually, but, I'll tell you guys, Kyle Lowry's cards have basically tripled in the last 2 weeks, which is some big numbers. I definitely think Kyle Lowry, he's a playoff player. He shines in the playoffs. Obviously, if they're going to take down the Celtics next series, Kyle Lowry's going to have to step up. Same with Siakam. So I definitely think there's a lot of room to grow in Kyle Lowry's cards. And the next up is from his team. Pascal Siacom, his most recent Prism 2016 sold for $819, which is absolutely crazy. I believe I was buying these in March for around $60 when no one was really looking at Siakam. I cannot believe they're up to $819. You could get these a few weeks ago, I believe, for around $700 last week or 2 weeks ago. And then so basically these have been seeing some good numbers, around $700 for the longest time, around the beginning of the month, and most recently they're up to around $819, a good $100 increase. But obviously they swept the Nets. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these when they face the Celtics. That's going to be a very interesting matchup for me to watch, honestly. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I'm torn between both teams. Raptors are just straight up dogs. They'll fight for every possession. Yet the Celtics also have Tatum, Kemba, and I guess Gordon Hayward's injured, but their Celtics are very good as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Siakam's cards and Tatum's cards and all the players from that series. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next card, which is Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero has shocked everyone. I guess as a rookie, you don't expect rookies to show up in big stages like the playoffs. But Tyler Hero has done just that. If we look back just a few weeks ago, wow, there are a lot that have sold. If we look back just a few weeks ago, we're going to go ahead and see where they were. I believe they were around $200 to $215. I remember buying one for $200, I believe, in the beginning of August, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to go ahead and scroll back there. But yeah, these definitely have been on the rise. They're around $250, I believe. Maybe I got mine for $200, but around $240 to $250. And most recently, these are selling for $300 plus. You can see some sell occasionally for like $310, $315, but these have been rising a lot. Tyler Hero has been playing very well. Obviously, the Heat have swept the Pacers. So the Heat are going to face the Bucks. This is the real testament to the Heat. Let's see if they can take down the Bucks. The Bucks have not been playing that well, at least, obviously, Giannis is going to show up, but for the Bucks, everyone else is kind of a variable. You don't know if they're going to show up, but the Heat are very stacked. They have Iguodala, Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. So definitely, this is going to be a very good series in my opinion. And it's going to be interesting to see, again, what Tyler Hero's cards will do. Because definitely he has a very bright future in my opinion, and I can definitely see his cards continuing to rise. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and end this video. I really thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you guys are interested in my membership program, click the link down below. Use code YouTube to get you 10% off. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.